Wara nyankopon no nyi waku onya da me na me baabi na wo bepɛ me
ewu de mpanyimfo wose sika to da no ma na wanyansane ni nsɛm no sika wonto da no ma
eba ne se aka wonko a how would you manage your life whether you are a boy or a girl you have to be independent
then maybe wase wo pa wo be ware wo oni plan no dwane free no men ware no a man must have a plan and you must know what type of a plan the man has
obo de nansa so buafo it is a freelance helper.
Unfortunately, nowadays we pay before we even start talking. We will be the sugar in my cocoa. So we don't have the chance to communicate very well before we start the boy-girl relationship.
If you are somebody who is not a Christian and you want to date somebody who goes to the club and you go to the club would expose you. Even the way you talk, people know that no, you're not one of us.
The home has many components. We have the living aspects, which is made up of the human beings in the home. We have the pets, we have trees, and even pests. Then the non-living aspects, the housing or the building itself, and gadgets that we use at home.
Sikawo we oyeno kwado odina kondoze na nzema bebre na odeba na mom munde sika okita wunsem osodana pa otwetwe ne kind odeba
si atu na sawram se ne akuapi ni beka na eni ensi ye huni eti asese se ne ye shase anake pese ye play ni safe by saying that ono so kan yes o pese ye mfase ni nyina hia so ye kan ye kwina o ka kosi se e odon kwan na e this respect woda she said that if you respect
it is
if
love,
you love respect will show you
but you can na say na they work together take sides because the topic says which sustains
marriage not which marriage
no I know
yes
which sustains
marriage in general
yes. Why do you want to believe that marriage should be bitter? You know, the person is not going to use his or her money to fulfill your dream because also wanted it. And to say we sikana academic challenges and other restrictions and nchane du botwa o sande wono ho adwen na namano so epedezi too.
Before I met to ask Miss Auntie, do we have to agree say challenges for her financially? Do we have challenges? Certainly. So beyond to me you know always say them for challenge.
It was challenge. It was challenge. E would sika o we hu. Money gives you a certain level of appetite. Omo wa kono bi. And to say one saka it's na hey na me promise you 10,000 Ghana cedis.
Come here change
when you are beje papa. But me dim more pe when I adwene foforo so aba. Oh amadi obo ho ebie na nchenche motu me zai da manti. Mama mbo ho ebie ne bo hwe na adwene foforo so aba. Nti sika wo we ordinance kasa ne pe. Na kondo abronyi fa na appetite na ordinam. And see, the more you have it, the more you crave for more. You get me? And the more you don't have it, the more brilliant ideas also come. Say inyi sika e wude adwuno wutimi e fefe
no be fa penny paper kana o plan sika we anka me se be
masika na mbra na afa ye hwa na mo na ibutu nti dem sika kondo ndem na ote nti oye ne hu hia papa de a lot of the time ni say inyi sika you don't have to forgo your plans. You stay with your plan because there are positive sides of challenges, financial challenges. Se sika no so nyi ho a oma nkanka so nyi ho dodo a oma etum a plan ye se yetina he ya na it is sika be 1,000 cedis is shemensem na samem plan ye have you me be ya doye sure anambodo oh me pay ya acha e be nda de mekra
unyi sika na na efrefro
no efrefro
but
say what plan e on a second thoughts ebo na wenyu akọ book no baby atwatwa nzamado me ka de se minya bia 300 cedis another 100 cedis another 1,000 cedis adam na me beye nti say what plan a obwa nti challenges no that is the positive part of the challenge but there are lots of the time financial challenges it stresses you on my breath it puts a level of a fatigue And that physically and emotionally it places a lot of emotional demand on you. And you now consider because sika nyi ho. Na obi nso sika nyi nsem nkanka kojo to nyimpa to them na ansha obotume to na money biara oye possible because man must live. Nyimpa we ehun da oye fe the man bottle wo oye fe ododo. Oye sika. Oye sika atare ne yesika enwe ne yesika mpabo ne yesika enti se yenye sika nzema bebre na yebotume ye daaye se sika bo obi ne nsem na ebe hunda sister sana no ho ye fe odema enwa nti mo bisika kakra ho na ebe hunda the real person is coming out se sika ne nyiwa shadare ehu nyimpa ne ye nkanka physical beauty ehu nti ye were both positive challenge and a negative challenge. Na nyina no it's important they bohu how to manage both because it was sikada na ampo challenges in it obaba.
Can it be prevented? The challenge.
Of course. It can't be prevented entirely. Because then we are entering a world of utopia, an idealistic world. Baby a bibia oho. Why the Garden of Eden? Efe manga na akofa, bankumpo siwa na akofa. Now, in that kind of world, I doubt we will ever have it. It'd be a heaven. Now, in this world, there are challenges. The challenges can be surmounted, but not entirely. And if I'm talking about not entirely, it means that at a point in time, though the challenges may be there, one kasa awode chungu break. Nakadem, a way the monko. Ewa. And say, ikita 300 cities, another 500 cities. There are ways of managing it so that you will not be entering the realms of stresses. Mpochati masi. Nti sika we oye no kwado odina kondozi na nzema bebre no odi ba no mum se okita wonsem na ehu kwana eba fodo na danda ni sika na sika oye ba 300 cedis oswade na nso oboso. Awon so de bi ediban another ntarotom. But ibu de misika no ona ma na money bi edi de misika no ze fodo no otwetwe sika nketen ba. Ma sabi we ediban na yi aketesia nzema nketen be hiade orombo. Na mum say the misika enso me ye na kado na yi di mara mede yeden. Na undan ketesia bebe ye tie the man din pa sika kakra bi bekita ye ne sempe ode ye undan the misika wodi ye adwuma oyeye. Say obi botum oze 5 cedis aton sachet water another bag of water na obi ni freezer bi na oda ahim otona owia na mfaso be 50 pesos another 20 pesos hunde sika okita wonsem no osoda na pa otwetwe ne kind odeba money attract but say that part of sika na so bekita wonsem na edwin trophy na edwin sausage na edwin enhu e kwana ba fada
ni mo bi onu sika na ton is odini hot because sika ya hot and say ba ya hot
obeko hot nso sika ndam no ehun dem penyimfo wasi sika to da anoma na wanyansa ni nsem no sika wonto da anoma ehun de say akwa ebusuya bi ma na say wo sika obeka chelo this is an old money oche de sika no we gina ebusuya ni ma acha ebusuya bia so onye sika dru na so ya edwumadena every generation is taught how to handle money. Maybe we will go to that part of the conversation, but in our part of the world, whether apart from Ghana, other countries they do, but in our part of the world, say if you besia na basic responsibilities, what show almost everything. Besia the other crown with them. Besia the other is ban or what day is how to set a table, or what day is who say see, or what day them. We are hardly taught how to manage money. But to say kwa warima, financial issues are your first responsibility. Benyin no, oba no za she wonsem. Akona be for the manage no.
No mfano.
No mfano
about 200 for the month. Manage.
Na no you if do the banku di tilapia. Enti odi fufu, odi wana ponche nkakra. Enti akona wankasa be for the manage sika no. Ono irinye no wo maame wankyerɛ wo papa nso wankyerɛ in fact e call school no obiara mfa dem sika no nyansa namba nti onya pa da yenyina yebeye dem financial literacy no at least a level of it before not just enter the world of marriage because mesiafo bi wo ho won war we si won adwin pe da won war ebinim nso because of circumstances nti onti ma won war mpo but one kasa wa abrabo no you know, you've got to manage it, and you are manage it predominantly with money. Into saying tum and crossika do ye ya, sikani baba winsem, na mampenyimfo ka do to da no man, obo to da no ma, na bi san ho obokwa hin. Onko bi fufuru nsem. Into sika to da na anoma, hwede de biara ebia sausage. Okawo breakfast ho. Enwa. Na ewo nso breakfast se milo na ebe ya amfa milk enguma wo nto. Se itwa pan no wara nyim de sausage na nso epeda eti majuni bi anada nkati bi di yem mamreche. Na ezi ni nyinare yem hu na maame no oto nkate no.
Wenya ni sika.
Ama na edwuma. Nyimpa oto sausage no nso. Ma oto no mo no mfaso ho. Bebe ekoto majuni, bebe eto pan no. Nti wonyina wanya mfaso kakra ifi wodam 5 cedis another 10 cedis na is the breakfast no. Nti sika na way to if you winsem da no man orokwa nyansanyi bi ho. Na odikwa ye adwuma. Nti woda ho so bisa ho na da bia mokoto e ba na aze na nkofo so boto efi mi ho. So the margin number, in fact, ono na nkofo wo ya, the margin na another da menyansa na nkofo wo ze ye adwuma wo crossika don. Nti ekwa ebusu emi wo ka chodo, this is an old money. Ocha da nya na esike ya pay ya ache. Na ebusu bia ba na da obi aba generation bia ba onyimo ba ye obokro da misika ndo sika no nko fininse. Nti da menyansa na nkete ese yesidin da waro yo da wo da nwi yo. Ni nyina da menyansa na oda yesua o san the challenge no se o mbanda o china obeba.
Wow. Can mama my short because I'm picking one or two things. The way I can say money flies and all that. And so being shared and point dream will say money or to alcohol. But then your kind is going into the hands of somebody else who is going to use it.
That's right.
And make profits out of it. Or no maybe I be in some to salma because be using it wisely. In to say our kind is with the young woman of today. What are some of the financial challenges you bet to me facing at the very early stages as a woman? What are some of the financial challenges you bet to me facing, and then how can we prevent those particular challenges so that if you'll be share you will be seeing probably the person is in that situation or yet to, so that we know how to manage ourselves?
Ella say yes, the makeup of every woman you're very complex. In fact, and Bible so am a yenya enters and they are complex. Apart from Bible, Nina Nankasa yeba, a corner yefa the yeba, and you them. Oh, yeah, papa. Now you're unique. You're unique. And make a positive complexities. You're very unique. And Tina Adam, oh, when you know who Eve knows. This bone of my bone. Now, Adam be a wee no shall we a wound or a film. Ya Mrs. Sam be a wound. And to say, Bessia be a pay young there, sika kono. Say yet na hennes a being be back and one. Shenim necessary to make up be woman. Where Shanampa will be and pabon or shen the whole week on and a wash, or so now polishing, Messia for Yanabra born to them. In fact, and Zamba bimpa yesha, Nim Pung. They be a pedism, Nim Pung, when your nan could in a you want a yeshan wasi. But they be a pedism, Benina, a sister. Debbie. So far as in there sabu on jinkan, or you're very fine. And may you poor, I didn't say why if you own money. But Messi, I found you what natural instinct because of that. Norma, you're not brabon, no boys in a cacra. Besibia na brabo, no boys. Nash the way in Yanko Ponos abo Messi afar. And would a yanazama ye different cacra. Wo brebiarim, fee and it's requesting an anase. Physiologically impono sabi be shane singlet no shane shirt and oroko besia ntumi nsha wo blouse na shirt there ko there she bibi nti ehun there your makeup no is so different from menyimfo one zin na afa yenhwe the unique challenges with young ladies besia bia pede no ho ye fe because ahofe wo besia biarem ehun there say movie actress bi shasa hwen na afa man be 6 months ana 1 year bu ndo ba asesa onya camera na wa ma wasesa sika no osesa
money thoughts
sika sesa nzema bebre enti dem challenging besi bia pede no ho ye fe besi bia pede o appear good and this is not only for men but besi bia pede at least or you resourceful enti apart from the fact that you want to appear good whether for work whether for church, whether for your husband, whether for home, because it will feel paper they look good. And the beginning will feel will be babu no singlet. Singlet na no zuko boy abu. But besia it's na fear na say bia area adi wo jade mpone so bi babu. But that's sa. It hold on na say yara. And see yana brabo no ye different. Na ni nyina nso sika na ochre maye. Ye you no so if you are nkan say ye a career woman. Wo wardrobe no that no mu ye need to kakra. Ndo e dey say
sha dey ba ko 6 months afi dey we were too dim.
Na 6 months then. E wo kan whole week. Ehun da na ye hu elanda wa abedwuma da mate first day yes o wa fe papa the second day wa cha ezi menyu age hu the third day ebe na asa na she
sister I don't know asa cha
fourth day bo na fe ya sha se yezu ye hu ehun but beyin bo tuma sha atare bia wore hu mpo wa dwunu po remba do de
mpo I found because omo makeup na no
exactly
to me she
nti mesi afunu ye quite different nti the menza menyinara no oma wo lipstick say kabia and cabinet can lip gloss or yesika wo total makeup or yesika the penny swipe de ko salon or yesika
dey bia hu earrings different here to top
ma mechi
ye dey be match
ni ya na watch or match na
shoe match na
dey see rampo corona wana face mask na ya match
me kwa me raba osenka opam we bi me na nkam dey betina hazi ni nyina yesika
ehu nti ni nyina all the challenges ba se ije besia do nkwa obenya da misika nkitinkiti no ozatoto nzama yi but no kwara ode mesiafo ye hunu sunde obi aremfa da misika na mbehye hunu se enwu da mpanyimfo wo se cut your coat according to your size and ti sabi enwu de elatina ha wa ye shepe na wo so musu mepeda me ye shepe in fact ne shepe na wa ye sponsors true you never know ne shepe na wa ye na bia you never know the investment awakom savings awakom e bia a whole month salary na bia wa chem too no okwe na ewu nso sabio e bia na wara wo salary no e bia o 400 cedis e bia 500 e bia 1000 cedis you can't live like Ella, you can't live like obi asabio ehun there e bia akogom na ehun the sister bia agbadigwa na nimpa boedi meshebi the mon common na yedi no all the unnecessary stress or the brain. But a level of financial independence for every woman is very necessary because yempe a generation of ladies are obey one na jundo mowara be you no bosham nzama bebre asesa because says here menyimfo nso wo hwehwe mesiafo wo ye adwuma onye de mesiafo wo ye adwuma na oye honfe wo da bi sika na oye honfe gone are the days when men used to be hunters na nya na yetinefie but in the benyine ko hunting na besia no so ko hunt. In addition to your basic responsibilities as a wife, as a mother, and as everything in the house. And see, oh here papa there were baby some day. And we are going into the area of managing. I know you have specific questions that we'll be asking. But if baby some day, I hear no kita minzemi. I hear na mukre, na banati no butu, wato. Into me kada muko gum. Let me get 20 cedis. Na kada moto a crate of akoko. Na ebesida na ato enka the motor control me ni nara wo de sese sansesa ebedru gom ebedigwan atomoko beye 1 cedi tomatoes 5 cedis atoyi ebedru de bottle buyer another bunch the bonus kanasa you didn't do a good planning and so financial management another planning and when papa to the extent that sometimes it may not be necessarily what you want to buy or how you want to buy it. But sika no kita winsem no bench according to exactly because anya dema de biare mbeku de recognize so na e count the which itwompe bo no obi di nanyu afa na o de sister ya
e man so ya na e be yes
sister oh na beyin mpo sabi sister eji beyin ka mo chara obedi mu konsa sister the mentary or shame and sister baka de madam 100 cedis onyi scores butua into some planner at the end of the day we are talking about your integrity that is at stake into management no do so mretwa no.
Okay, still on as I do management, on still on the challenges. Say, if as a young lady, how can you then identify say I am going through this financial challenge or the other? While the challenges are surrounding her, but on share that bibi anywhere a pinch na mane say I'm in this corner or something. How do we identify this and then work on it?
Say it was school often a worship. Say a privilege that because naturally that is supposed to be the case. They was school another benefactor be no door show. Say a review school a boom than Zema sister. And I'm put there, hearing you know, who needs another woo yarden or costume. Many men can say, Benny be and baby wa bassin na win be some phone. No do baby will be some phone. Nay, pedoy and it them a ped because worrying. And say one day a corner word for the worrying, you know, they are entering a particular realm that is calling for money. So why will find kind share wa? Sister obey it, and can't cast a baby was him one. Now, if it were J. Womodan, no more water, no to bet you. To the extent that the bay award, you know, obi a pale. You know, obinem palma be no the witchima. One could sing so manna, is it for manna while when? A what day? Nasaruma, you have to give yourself what we call financial education. Financial education.
Also on man of
where or send the sister say, Ashen ye, but there's a master. Me more beer, or what bay and fear Adriana in America Bessia. Ne papa no double to his bannerman. Because, and at this stage in Papa no is still refusing to understand and maybe what's a done no more than mutu. One share above front them basic in your man. And to when you need to announce what's a dab of rubber. And to say in the multi them, Nessa, why will find show? One young could find show sister. It won't dare say, quid you, mamma, or be what one can say him do, and you the same salary. But to maintain her till the end of the month. One could say, Babusa, the query, eh, brown had the cacana bisa questions there, sister Nayan and then. Oh, here, papa. Sam Brown was in the same bisa questions, sir. A bay a wide window, oh, when you life for book. When you life for Bonam, when you answer, and to Yansa nature one day, say 400 cities, another 300 cities, major, Bosuma, or that made 50 cities. Another 20 cities measure to enchant. Na misie the Mexican, or send a humbi botu. Ah, obiara room to mon copad non quay duma. Unsubi bottle. Sementia the Mexican corocori. And say, a day by day assistance, and maybe brave wait tradama him. And when I said, what you busuma could you ample, Obia and you are no busuma could you also. Ian Zaman catin or more so. That means I made no day trap. And since subi bottle, a humbi botu. So why will find show them financial literacy? Ah, one casa a what the issue one young for an abrabo. So what circle no another baby who brought on the baby at an end of Obia Yanabra Nebra anyhow. On yenina na wusia. On your my winina na wusia. And what there at a point in time, it's not one I dream. Nembi said Abra we made in the next 5 years, me pede me who were here. Ebanadin in the next 5 years, me pede me. And with them reflections and Sanya, you will live every day, you know, as it comes. Normal. And there were for another wukun 1 or 20 cities. About phobia and you want to 20 cities, a radiant tremen. In Chefua, no call. Breakfast, where I'm going to do, Camilo cry, only Milo would do. Nick trying milk. Panui, be same one, so be see Japan, what try on the waiter. Na say we have been so did that. Sister Kaba. Now we have to do a china or china them benin no the mono. Be no you. Another them benino, Sanyami and Yawaduma. No way in your besia beer or no to me crossica. And so what was it 20 cities man them besiano? A beer no yampana, also yampana or manage. Or basha 1 2 year na we decide that the way your sister A or manages car and sister B. Oh yes, okay. There, sister B, no way I felt it. Nanso, I won't feel it.
I think so when I was saying about you, I'm sure say be more share, they may have some challenges in their relationship. If your moon named or why probably the young man chose mommy way over me. I'm say finances when a moon said I'm sure. So say your boy who your mom said, be a no see a bedroom way go or send a sister. I won't feel or the uncle could be. But the microphone I want fed one. Bisa day, so ye jumum, so ya worrim, so ye baby areman.
afi kro nature na da busum kro nature no te den hwe sa wo hu ye benyini fe we hu onye wa atena 1 week 1 month na why normal bona wo hu besia foforo nso na wo ye fe osino and there should be something about you that should keep the man.
A punchline. Even the married women should take cue on, like with this one, say whatever the case, and there should still be something new every time to keep your man.
That is it, and not just also to keep your man, but it's also to keep your dignity. And would they say worry mu? Benyine busuan wa ba ye we busuan. Wo so we busuan na ba ye benyine busuan. Na about 80% of the cases, se benyine busuan kan ka say ye besia papa. Na se benyine busuan wo ye sikampa won from one ba benyine what if wodo. O so la ye nya da ma when yim da boko wukunu ho. O sa na ye besia papa. Na wara nka say boko wukunu won enyim wukunu kotoku. Enti say ye besia bia e ye by day. What the mama as the Lord gives.
So do I receive and spend.
And spend. What the mama na akoma. Benyi na ote dem ne wo be ye no hu. Sister, e bia na benyi na hu. Onya wonye besia odika na we hia. Nto compare with to a lot of ladies. Afa benyi na obafa no wadwen. So war wa shas no nam odo abodam nti. Na ne salary no odi hye won se say we hu de da bi. Sister, the way me hu no no, anya dem na ote. Nti odo me fa me wadwen. O sanda oye benyi bia we hu de sister. That pen be all to shoe for. That pen be all pamatare for. Occasions so ye do your makeup or your makeup and chest or go man jobo to more and buy 10 cedis minimum 10 cedis makeup over and I double to more to 20 cedis or pay expensive ones and 200 Ghana matter there was 200 on me she be
oh any day obi any range there were 20 Ghana day and oh yeah from afar so papa no pan dem say from that
nti be not them no so ohu there we investment in them not sister says your obosua no nyansa de sikaba onyimo de ba mo no onyimo bokran so bandam so na hu there transparency in the relationship no wusuba nti or diminish no already on kakra be no onyim de ensha da nyim sika dukran se sika bi woni nsembo ne se ibisa ne bia baka do sika anyi wo ehu de home keeping money nana mezemon o sando onyim do odin ma wi rebohwum na wasa na asa na akọ no hobim onu so ehu de da bi mi wa wofo awo ho mu won kakra ma bi wo mechi ewo so wa wofo na da we busuafo wo hia bia mara na wo frem nti o de mara sesia ye besia ntum nkroda wo de mara benyin mo krado but yanka de mesiafo so nya na ye home managers nti the management work no say ntum anya say enje ma ya me anya do ma besia bi foforo amfa afebo na wukunu na afa so wukunu so for the financial management ejuma na afe be shedo
na o you with you
ye you no sufi obey wadu no afi mukun okata ndama do zisiem because ne phone na account wodo no amfa nto hompo na ehu na ehu do mukun da misike dudu winner owo na account na wonso be sha se de wadwen ozinzama bebre ana lady be her friend
situations I man crofo be disclose your financial you know
sister okaho because say no matter be in the background there the background na ehu de why Mr. Chisels na adi so ohie besia oye financially prudent ohun da meyiri so abasika sema onyim sika hunyansa senem o sande menyi fibu wo a wotum kura sika do no so wontum nhyada won fanye bibi papa biara but ewu se sika kita wonsim na nyima ata wo fa investment enyim retailing and trading na ata benyi nyim de o 100 cedis is amazeto na bosume kwawie ya or the bank or 100 cedis nara was aka ho be 1 cedi profit na menya but mezima meyiri ya another mezima dem besie ya mronsusu da maware ni ya obutum wadan me baba no nya 100 cedis me baba na bia be 5 cedis bi abaka ho another dem 100 cedis ya mezima meyi do amfanya adwume dem sika na room obutum ozeziba na abefie ye botum ye tua bills at the end of the month no oda ho so ya 100 cedis mfaso na wedi no nto wo mu de ode mfaso bi beba na say ye besi a wode ma wa na ho na ahwem na mara 100 cedis mezi ye den inde mesiafo bebre manka tribe na mesiafo bebre na manka na no ho ba se mesiafo bebre dam na woye Emma 5 cedis and a man my dear then 5 cedis what to a bag of nsa what on all ye in ye freezer another in ye fridge hi sister in the fridge no some dot on them it be your cold store on your one bag in education or bejiska or baking part at the end of the day you realize that they be I would one for soon or your 1 cedi 50 pesos for 50 pesos in the farmer then your 1 first into 1 cedi 1 cedi no and there in cutting
drops of water
it makes a mighty ocean. And to say, who there, Sikan, or what tomb, Sikakati or Kita Minsemi, or what tomb after Trisicaba, what's a man we're bugging in Chefwa, a bedroom sausage, a bedroom fried rice, a buck of baby, Obama walk craft, and Onya and Yamaka Sena and the Lumu, in Navacone Lumu, Obama walk no heart. But I am a danara, we when we are about them financial challenging. Wasana baby, Mosanda more ben into man crabby.
In the income management, no, upon all challenges now you're discussing, all the challenges that have come up, how can we manage them as young women? Say our warrior, say after a year course, say a student, say then how can we manage ourselves, our finances, so that we don't get into these challenges here? Yeah, Bubosu.
Besibiara another Nyimpebiara innately has the capacity to manage things. Besibiara Nyimpebiara onunti na sora no pa twitwu wusa. You are managing your teeth. Nti na egwa no you are managing your body. Nti na ataibi o we hya na ekro ebien ebasa inwona motimes onye findi na nso osada wopro na ni no your management. Onunti na se me fande se num koko anopa ewiabre se wokona do koko de na babeka do mama nsesem kakra. Your management osande nutrient Munam no onya fi koko mu no ewiabre no dem nutrient ne dzema na onso enum koko ne bunda ya light nti ohwana etiefu anada ohwana wo hwe hen ye hu do obiara wodam suba no wonum a ebotu ma manage na bia situation no on buy intira first one is say kaya make the education ohia dai ebohu sika se sika bi bekita wunsem bisa hu da sika wo bekita nsem ni suba ne tede Sika wosuba 5 cedis or wosuba 5 cedis or becha as a 1 fanto 100 cedis or becha as a 1 fanto inti sika bia na nusuba na order nedi say who the madzena you will make mistakes and it will be repeated mistakes every time ebe hu the answer na the pen another busum be kwawie no every month bia wo ho chill every month bia wo ho chill but it shall see the fe retro na bisa hu the that could be a mid-diet. Ebi an worry. Bisa worry bisa.
Time na yes I didn't.
Oh, there ye. Sanya sika betro. Ella, said the minyansa no say yensua. Ono ebe ye compulsory fasting. O Sunday sika nja o there is it to hona o china edin. And na wo kona adochibo. And that do me di fried rice acha. Ebe mekra, ma wenyu anje. Another ebe grilled chicken ya. Wayside day.
That's what we can ask them. Say me na me edwuma, me na me sika. I mean, dinner.
Why should be fasting? So why na ye edwuma? Why should be day? Why should be fasting? And the them basic planning. Oh here, metina he. Ebi sem do okay, Mrs. Bawa. Nti bosum. Wufie insu bags a here na wono. Motu makacho.
Wow.
Nti a day di bana wodin say isusu a ye be ya insist motu makacho. Osando onye dakro na me ye. Say me be some there dakro midza hina may fear ye dodo a hina ma multiply because oyempa moframa no was this in mara penyin no na ediba na mezin nso oya onyo no nkoti na mpeda mezin moframa was in peda mezi kakra you know meze fam ho say me ekutu pe na mmono ma because me hear them vitamins na abofo na mpeda mezin mpoa bi another kodu bi meze fam another mango bi meze fam ho nti ni nyina ne bisama sa me ye da me daily planning na da pen no menyime busuo dodo a ye bedi dodo a ye bono electricity menyim dodo a ye consuming in a day o Sunday menyi oh yes that planning no
platform Mrs. Bawa
oh sister ne wo hia wo
you am who back door I need
say anye da me dey ye approximation you may not have it entirely correct sure. But at the end of the day, they say yempa. And what they because of wo Frenchem planning no, kakra bimpo da ho. Or your surplus.
Now we feel for nkasa we are too rigid with money.
Or the wosuya. Hi. It says you can wear an ediba. Nti se anopa se ye num koko another rice water. Ye nyina ye di pan no margarine nka ho. Margarine nka mo bi an go for margarine. Sister, oye culture.
Pacho me break o kakara me invite me for no yes me be phone lines nti. One more fie na mo hwe ye mutie. I'm sure say kakra ya discuss kra mo hu where ebia you are falling short. Ebia bibi wo ha wo so wo ya eboa financially. Pacho free na ne introduce an common who question me so I am me wa betumi eyiwa no so you can call us on 0207566185 and 0543291074 pacho mo free na ye introduce en common says pacho ultimate
Yo ela menyi market e se be na wo fu wo sika pa na what's it in there whatever you need come to us we are there na or no live by day ma wodi mani bia na wa hwe o sende so sika no se ne papa na da ne mame boto de sika ne bi da wa oh ehu na war say no me ka chire madam nto osu sika di na okodu university no o share two categories of people ohun there one set of people what the nara wonyim sika di pa no ohun another set nso a ohun dem set no won echi dem won so wo sika. But one life you're very moderate. Very moderate. No shas will be some questions. Sister, the answer no. Say you'll be a ent na wanna say engine one. Yan coupon on fan shall we trimpo. But chat massa. And there say so be bodging na we would dachi mo besa. Or the yimpananka sorts na one or say. Why did they say be wako gum na waba? Wakoton brew. Wakoton moko, wakoton tomatoes. Onyim desika dodo no oza abefie no onye ne nyina na oye ne mfaso. Onyim. Nti besi otedam no, obetena wona we bisa no de crate, tomatoes crate ahin na mezi kogom. Na wa atu sika na ato ho. Moto na ahin, ebia moto na 100 cedis, moto ne no, menya 150 cedis, 50 cedis no, oye mfaso. Na wa waza ato nche. Na mfaso no mpon.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Yeah, I'm talking about sir.
If I chaw was so pan yet, you wouldn't be our faith. Okay, Pacho yet you. Yeah, that's it.
Now can you go and you want to them and you and they are there and you are contributing especially in many other any uncle would be on GR. That's why I'm a child. If you look at it, you can define your home. You cannot cover this. You have to look at this. You are check it and you are to the month. And you are not much more. But what they can also and you are the movie. I let you that. And not be believed as a kind of. We do it so very. Then so what them the classic wow that. But you anything that we just as we do everything. But in the other go the better also the what that we do to you. Of what and the thing what
Yes, that's. I think that what I deduced was on planning and how we can encourage others and get the right plan to help each other, like man and wife or man woman kind of thing. That's what I deduced.
And say, mammy not to them, no yet obey if you go by an was an ensabusican. And for soon post sort a tilt to ignore as it were. Oh, there, I am no quite a many 50 cities in Fasun or tomato seed, no so. Mafaka na medzekoi. Na wati we fim. Na we tsu na ran ho kaw. Okay. Owi anfe ma wa kan no yen faso. Nto bomu de 50 cedis no to transport na wona wo share tomatoes ni fi bebi a kan ko yigui. Ode ko gom. Ode tu ni na afi bomu de man kasa man faso na kasa ye 10 cedis. Obo na faso no onye 50 cedis.
Hold on. Hello.
Hello, yeah. Good evening.
Good evening. No, but you didn't bebi a fefi.
We don't go here.
Okay, John, patriote you.
I saw a woman and 100% correct. Now,
Hello, Pacho Yetio. Instead of me cry, maybe say na you way a bit to me, but I say you try it's a must. I'll say obey to me. Pacho was so yet you.
About the lawyer, who say full lawyer. I don't I didn't be able to do. But we shall find lawyer. I don't know what your relationship. Well, I'm about to actually, to watch it. Oh, let me see how you are. Oh, you know, it's a volunteer watch. Yeah, the power of so not about what you are rational in the public, but not everyone
Pacho you, John, that's it.
Ella, I would say, Yesha, and common no you do. Say, Yensia, a corner of the work crazy coda. A bone there, ye besia, a bookun. Nanso, our age. Sister says, you can't feel him. Instead of maybe some, the what is a challenge, miss it is a stress.
Please hold on. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. But I am in the past.
Okay, if you Pacho Yetio.
The same this afternoon. And going up as a young girl, I didn't stay with my parents, so I learned how to sell. I was selling. So I sold on July and then I went to the university. So what I realized when I went to the university was my way of life and that of the ladies I met were totally different. It happened to me to the point that when I face challenges in the school, I had to sell solo to make some money for myself. Go to sometimes see, buy toiletries and do all that. But I got the time. They were making more feel of me that, like, this girl is a poor girl, like, I don't dress properly, I don't like that kind of thing. So, it was the time, this is what I did. Anytime I made a profit, I divide it into three. After taking my time, I send one part to my mom. I take the other part, and then I spend the other part on buying clothes for myself. Is this a bad idea?
Okay, we'll answer you, sis. But well done. Well done. Since the plan she took was to divide her profits into three. Or the one part money mommy, save one part, and then use the other part to buy clothes and other things for herself. Because her friends were laughing at her in a way, say, yeah, girl, you need to be a cry and a dress and isn't a kind earlier one. So she's asking if that decision are we taking in dividing her stuff, no? Is it okay?
So I think she's doing a very good financial planning. But
Hello.
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 Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
If I show you be our free.
Yes, come in with Miss Annan. Miss Sophie Ola.
Yes, madam. Pacho Yetio.
A very good evening to you too.
thank you.
Thank you.
In fact, topic now we're discussing, I want to say, very necessary. But I want to share one thing that can help women to manage their finances. One thing that can help us is buying in bulk. Say, you're talking about pieces now, or six cars. You see, there are some things you can get them in bulk. Now, a wholesale shop. Now, cotton in bulk. If you take tomatoes are box, 0 a pack, and what a gallon because that one can take a very long time. In between that area, the schedule with you can save it because you have bought the things in bulk. But then there is tomato 2 cities, and 5 cities, on the face car. So let's buy in bulk. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Anna.
Yeah,
that's it. Thank you so much.
So, Ella, nimpo bisa question emude. At every point in time, no obiara bewo perspective.
Yeah.
Ekwana ncha wonyimde o. Ella de ot them tincho do address them. You can't live according to people's expectations. Yeah, there may be a mistake because savings na area no hu hia. Na ye will be so of an investment. Investment no twitwi sika ba no. Savings.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Pacho, didn't baby our Fefi?
The Pacho made a Henrietta. Mr. Free. Mataiko.
Okay, Henrietta, Pacho you.
Okay. I'm concerned. Unfortunately, I'm about to get married.
Okay.
And then it seems I have a taste of nice things. Meanwhile, my partner finds it difficult accepting what I want. As I said, so I end up compromising. Either if I want, I have to add. And I'm asking, will it be a problem if I get married? Because I'm a bit scared.
Okay, Henrietta. But you are. I hope you got her question.
I did. Henrietta, so financial issues are a major hurdle in marriage. Marriage stands on 4 major pillars, and issues of finances is a major pillar in marriage, to the extent that sika sanu nkoyeya ebemudo odo wonzi sika modo
Money has power.
Oh sister, I'm telling you. And say fortunately ehunentem na bisa mu de benyina ni so banete den o sande benyini bi wo abotum aba na o ye chisel na onyim sika wo krom ye enti na mum ahyasena na wo the challenges here sister, you have to iron them out quickly, because anye na yensu na say ohihia benyini bi a benyina anyino kwa aware mu na nkanka onam do so onye yi enzema na also onyi sika oze button oye nzema ne hu hia owodo ota o sande wo yen amambre mu yenyim de say ekoye besia no ho ada.
Hold on. Hello, good evening. Hello. Yeah, Pacho didn't baby our Fefi.
Mekatoshi Netherlands.
Okay, Pacho Udin.
Mejimuswa.
Okay, me Pacho yetio.
Mr. Mekate, I'll tell you need and want. A man will bring a friend needs and want. Yenama, did you talk? Because we look at difference and 1 million and mechanic cheaper. That was me in the way one. Want to be involved with there because I want to win the boss or no one. She said, a month or no, what planning this? This is what I have to do. We're targeting, I have to do this. And then we're going to me out of the two baby. But we understand when I'm a man to it. And that's the society in Sanayano. One customer before what you are with that. Who that colonial because who told you to here. What a crap or so if you are woman. To war individual, what I get so one sense. I have a person here. We bet slave for life, but not that we need no one to there. We got confused to sign your money now, who was there.
Sister also Pacho that's it. That's it.
Ella ma also I can know here. And the messiafo bebre na woro kwa awarima. What to nzama bebre. Nzama bi wo na ro ngbo edumpo.
Oh.
Okoto de oso bi ni jade ntino so aye ne fe. Bia na ato bread toaster. Wukunu.
So won di bread.
Where wukuna rom pepper no. Anopa no pefufu na wedi. Ehwa. Na akoto toaster no otibo. Obi ba wuja fe enchansi bebre but ne mudodo nara enyusi ne na oyesika na osisi ho no
na say my wo ra kitchen where no na ma wo say so ba wo fio na ya na atenten set be 4 5 na ehye hro ho no
na eba ne nyansa no wo enwo sister eyi da menza mayin na ye wo ma no ho hia na ye wo akondode na ma ofrefre no nti on nam na make catch Henrietta earlier no say anya careful obi bekyerɛ ma ɔsɛ dɛ ɛbɔ obra obi bɛka dɛ owu kuniti that was the way owu kuniti de ehu dɛ ɔdɛ address the materi nchɔba fataw sister you decide what is good for you adwene bi wɔ hɔ anyi wo kono mfa na ɔnya anyankofa ɔnya dɛm a nyimpa ɔrekyɛ mmahye no bisa ndɛ ibotua ka wa so ɔnya dɛm a ɛdɔm bebrebe ma develop appetite bi you can't finance those appetite enti sister yi opedo kwa awore mi hu de nzamba bi wo ho a wo ya na mambre mu ne sere kwa awore benyin na odo to nzamba bi a wo ze ba ye ho ade na se bi a etam mpaboa ma brazia no oye menyi sika na se toto a benyin bi wo ho a menka menyinfo nyina benyin bi wo ho a anhwa na wo esua wo nyansa oro kwa awore mu no obedidi wo ho a no ono nyame ye na adom na so onye BBC ni nsema na mo akofa besia fofor anade we se japedi bi esini fie a wara mbo enyim nti ne ho problem kro won menka na menka de se be obo wuku na onye dabi ehu de benyini bi o wara hu do obo suban na no ahokyere na waba sister epia na kakra nyansa wo but epia na erepia no be measured.
Hold on. Hello. Oh,
say anya measure da ona donti iboto na money bebre ade bechi do na mo so be na ma so nti nti na mo na yetu no yamfa nyansa nto ho osanda say ware wie efie na wo na woku na wokosi fie no na me da ma mesiafo no bi no.
Hello. Yeah, hello, good evening.
Good evening, sorry.
Pacho didn't baby off baby.
We didn't promise sorry.
Okay. Pacho ka say free. Hello. E Pacho yet you. E Pacho ka sa wo yet you.
Hello,
good evening, oh, sir. Oh. Bra Patrick, Pacho san free you why? Ochi. Okay. Pacho san free you na line in Daniel. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Evening.
If Pacho didn't baby our free.
Let Pacho. Let the Alfred. Yeah, for me Turkey Korea.
Okay, Alfred, Pacho yet you.
Okay. Make up evening.
Alfred Pacho lo wa TV volume no kakra ni endi nkomo why.
Make up for me the Alfred yeah for me Turkey Korea. Okay. Make up for me kini that a good fair. Meloano. And make up for nothing that say oh yeah we are oh the warrior. A woman supposed to support or a man supposed to play all the time.
Okay, Alfred, Pacho, you are.
Ella, maybe I wasn't here no con. We will not be tempted. O Sunday, a bushia bia munanenshe. A bushia bimpo washer, benyin the way your tar. On them do kit bushia zini binti, so on kit a second was in an eye above one. And Sabo in a besian bushian wa feature wa boa benino. But equa bushian be suma.
Don't forget this one. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
If I show didn't baby our favorite.
Yeah, friend of Bright, I don't think Israel.
Okay, Bright from Israel. Pacho yet you.
I'm a control program now, very good.
Yeah, that's it.
The Islam me so. Sometimes no, you must to create no air some way. Somebody can see the me who be and there and go. Let me up plan maybe 1 month, 2 months and before me. And to do that particular thing more, only how I will
Pacho yet you.
Only how I will that if I was a dog, only that no time and that makes some people or more finances very bad.
Pacho, if Pacho, that's it.
That is it.
Yeah, that's it. Yes, yeah, that's it for your contribution. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Nti obeye dzinda ye beka de woboa another one boa. oye de mesiafo bobo na de nyi de mesiafo bobo o send e kwa asori bi mpompo no wompe de what kra na at the end of the day no e wo na nyi besia na redwun hunde besia na nyi no kotena no wo kotena afebo nti do you agree besia bi wo ha nyi na re planning even before the pre-marriage planning e wo de nzama ye de
hello
the son was with children.
Okay, daddy bacho ye too.
Woman now okay, universal. Hello.
Hello, daddy bacho ye too.
Woman now okay, universal because it's in a that will be no information. You find that I'm fancy. I'm hearing I'm not yeah, what can I say?
Bacho you, yeah, that's it.
A plan program.
Yeah, that's it, daddy. Yeah, that's it.
Nti there besia no bobo na de besia no nsa do bo no e ho na ebie ni ode wo hu. It is also a signal there so wo back click and I won't click wa aware e hu that mama kan besia bi wo aware no she doesn't want her penny to go into the preparation. Besia ote dem no san hwa man ka de bi adam no ote san hwa wo ware no ho kire wa aware no ma o nyi peso ampo no mfa mboa o sande ma adwuna ode ba awarum de besia de nya ada edi kowechi na enya ka wona ada ma wukun nti ebi wo ho na besia ote dem mentality no na ode ba na mmom ma menyim ne de ncha ye kwa akotene yide se ye boa ye no ho ankanka wonzama ne ntutu e manche oye na hwe ne ye de ma meka ni na there is a little bit of caution benyini bi wo ho da acha hwe no so engagement nzama anye wara na etaya onya wara na force mama wara wa meka da menyi sike nye wara na eka da yenye wedding na nti ono nti e wode bibiara e ye measured se wo sika na samefa na 500 cedis na benyini ohie na oza kwato na se benya 50 cedis a brother mpocho 50 cedis na mo medema wa ebotuma aboa na enwuda so e ye da manka benyin no odo osu how to be responsible in future anya da ma eyi bofo another befu eza man no so wo wara o expect menyin football wo nyime kwana wo fa wo didi mesiafo ho pa onye wo nyinara menyimfu bi no mo kwa nkanka obi anara nanyu da baby another way share high time ladies was sponsored na enda wa ba waro no na adwen da me mesiafo na was sponsored no ye frida wenya besi onye ne ba ye fie you are coming to make a home na efie no so e wo dziba na mso medaba mesiafo bebre na so obedi no kwa baka da hwe sika benyin na nka so de ma honara so hwe nanso onnam de wonyi mesika do kranti enda na no kwana ado fufuru but sika no ansufu onye fufu sika bia ntam pesi na oboso anada mo kakra na oboso na wanua wo bedi dara ehu nti dam pre-marriage nkomodin kakra no nkanka wo sika ho nkomodin ne ho hia obe mehu benyin na ekwa wara no obe mehu besi ekwa na ebisa wo de dam benyin na anada dam besi ote de motu menyin na atena ehu de ela oye yebu yenye gu nzama bebredo hunde benyin na nda wo hu ye film obo ware wo no nzama bebre na oba together but a lot of the time maybe for some men I can't say majority of them for some men it is your outlook as a woman but while we and sister onye wo da no pastor we wo say hu nti bibiara nya fa biem bibiara nya hu biem ehu nti oyedam suban na wotum waze kran zamadon subana ne maami fra hey ya me hia sika o me hia oh mami ya wo twan e beti hia nka na you make things happen mommy be said encho hia 100 cedis enya 100 cedis 30 cedis mommy e wo je na sika ne do reba da menza mani o ma bayin no otene hu da meyi onyimnyansa na sabe ne maami be say wo maami so hia sika mara menyi hwe kwana be foda ma bayin no ho ntwa wa awar the same way with the men da mraba ha yempe sabe besi a wo ho ejagu no do no so ebego ye gudo ye pe besi another benyina na ebusu a ho egu no do oba na we dum ne kakra oba mehu that there is a need all right but we dum ne kakra you tone it down sanya dema eba ma wukun another we fi won santem o send the debia there is no aura of peace around you the beer giddy na me yadam na mensanka na man kotin awara kramebe na hwana no catch all the benin na kotin no boshem. The man is also depending on you to look after him. And see, besi biara orosha henenden. Hard work is very important. Ebi ande eri edwuma bia odi 1,000 Ghana cedis odi bekita wunsem at the end of every month. Mpenyifo se prom until oda nzama besesa. Onye ma oba wunsem keke na mum maitum kran. Why da akọ pipe an is nsu asa wunsu ekita wunsem. Ero kwa hene fa nsu ne dze kwa hene. Ana wunsei na nsu onye obedru ho a. Edru ho a baby a ero kwa your destination say edru ho nsu kakra wa ka wunsem no, that is your capacity. That is your strength. Enti so aba ni sika onye dodo a oba wunsem. Dodo a etum krado. Na oche wa hoode na wonyansan da ye besia. Enti yandwende in as much as pompoment hoda no, the little savings and investments in winya. Sika bi wo one fan sanka on the investment. One ko or your touch note. Into them touch note
not my anointed.
That's money. Right. Them touch note e bia ma wo in fair num imagine me dan another me the bottle car. One ko savings no your emergency funds e bia car no ho atochima another abofra ba year another
week me twa no dia okay na obi person maybe ask a question man and say savings and investments, which one is more appropriate for a young woman? Into what kind and now they no can I will let that be my last question because the time has soon to phone lines cry
yo samedzeka ho e bi ni na no ho hia savings in a year account e kom quite frequently, you know. And there or you didn't say wo salary or your 500 cedis another 1,000 cedis another 2,000 what you are call pen e yin hin ebegu fi o she wusunda ase needing nkakra debi into savings accounting ebia na you have an emergency account na what daily expenditures another weekly account ni hina ne hu hia papa na ni hina sister, if you be able to be faithful you have to do the plan. And me planning no him to set your priorities right. Ono no be kind yen mu bebewa edzibane biara yen obafa yen no hia no no ye pede yeto na eto edzibane ote dem so no prepare to fast tomorrow. Na fast no ote dem po egbo mpa ya meri nti because yankopon no yim da aho che no oda aba. Savings account no hu hia, emergency funds no ehu de edribi until at the end of the month na nyame na domara sanyera wo sika da ho orotwa no nyame na adumara saka no ho anto chime bia wo emergency fund another account no osi ho orotwa no e bia home care account na iyi sika wo de to eziban na ade investment no ono ori edwuma. The money is working for you. And so we investment account and sister won't come by heart. And to say account or they to make a change that this one is an investment account, this one is savings account. On your investment account or other GCB, another Zenith, another Prudential, on for Sikambo. Ye pemozi sikaba. On the one investment account. Although you at the end of every 3 months, what bankers was a statement model. Your accounts, which has an amount of 200 cedis, has been able to accrue this, additional money on the one investment account. If you also investments, go to my band, a dream be a year. Instead of this can be quack to bank, it's by a dreamer. And fasten onesie. And fasten, you push it back into the business. You push it back into the business. And say, anytime you back at the investment account, another investment, okay, that they be our investments, or all trace, you cannot see them. Or the power.
Sister, that's the say I see a time or so. Yes, phone lines, so I'm glad they are closing. Today we talked about the financial challenges. We're discussing Yama Bibri. We've talked about how to manage them. What planning kakran biso. And give a word or two out there to our young women who are listening to you.
Ella, thank you. Say aboda nature teaches us that planning is the lot of humanity. Planning. Say it will be a team let's say planning sister. Dachi ibehu de nzama bebre wasa wa babro. Onu ntina e bia erinyi no papa na mama ho nsem ye. But say siara e wo university another we hu de nzama asesa. E bia na mama na daddy wan plan ye. E bia planning wo ye wona adwen de sika no roba no obaba da. But odri baby no nzama sesen first na se ko bi na ncho kopa says ye ko bi on ko bi e bi oya kako mama
aji baby a
ewa mami na daddy and say the men's a man ketenkete no amma ye hina ye hu de say if you don't plan to succeed you are planning to fail. You will have to learn
that way there's planning.
Is that way there is planning? You would have to learn to control your appetite. Wa kondo o send obi o na appetite na kondo ye diban. Ebi o ne di ye ntar. Ebi o ne di ye hairstyle. O mo obi an hairstyle a na nyu age ho ope. Nti no matter how fresh ope do okosesa. Planning is very, very important. Now every time you are thinking of the challenges of today, think that sadachi minyina 50 years 45 years, 60 years, how do I want Amma to look like? Do I want Amma to be begging, to be living on other people's crumbs? Or I want Amma to still walk to the bank and take money from her account? Say, Drenadren, who future woman who are? Sister, me mami, and Zama says, Yara, is in Sisembe braids, Baba. And wonder what good as a word or son. It means you need additional sources of income. Busuma kwetu edwuma na eye na so nso na mde wona wo gudo odo san pensa ne dwuma bi ka ho onye ne nyina na ebotuma ye edom bi wo so wo guda. Sometimes you have to let some of them go amon hwato because anya dama daache nti menka do mo hwa ma wo si fifiri nti wo so hwa mam listen tutu e bia nyimpa na ebo no ma ne si fifiri no onya ahoɔdze na ɔdze bɔbɔ ma wo si tutu nti sesiara ewo ahoɔdze no but madina na ye nhyehyɛ na it begins with the basics in the house. Your food, your clothing, your water, your electricity. It begin seba mefia obiara no munsu me bi nka na ntungu eruhwe de guru ba me na eza ahafreje bonu munsu no na ebefa na no enso na nsu bags of nsu gu ho o say na say ya chance with them little nzama na sister dachi ansha e boko wo moframa wono ho na akwaya burden on them.
Since you're what can say on my stress and I'm you see you can ohwe gu rubber mu na say rubber no so ye hwehwe na rubber nesa
rubber even rubber no
chancha rubber ya ohwe na anya chancha
there be
rubber be no
old Vortic bottle be ebe ho yegu
if you obi a bottle
onye dem nsunara anom no It's one as an abon. And the moon to no so my merchant that Samun to sin no second. So answer ya, Obiara and tunes of Frano. And to be on since you come in the sopa, or buffer corp on away where the moon to sin no one, where you gumna one. Pochati massa. It has to begin like that. On yet the man, yes, ya, a bay a wide more from me, Yanzi will be, Ella, Dachi, a rich from under or live in abundance, Dachi in you. Na eja mo from an eguviade ya na mo from an rebre and they will curse you. They will curse you because you didn't bring them up well. Ebi a wisikan anya will another anfanza me bebre antutu ye e ya will impa anchira bofroban how to handle money. And so woman from ano that they will curse you because you didn't teach them the right thing. Start with food, start with water. O didn't be a catch and they fear I and two is banungu. And the breakfast and say be a office for if I break your bow warm. So one soon now for your lunch a crack on. So on say we are so boss on a nebedi. When you're them nasa what didn't work or two with dinner work or two. These little manners they will never learn if you don't teach them as parents. Yes, yeah, you're woeful and then put that fair neighbor kwa worry nasa. Obiara and Chawa, Ashahen. It's saying, it's really big kakra. Start implement. It will be difficult, but it is doable. The beer make a chunk of it is doable because I have done it. Na matete mo from a baby, afa minse, baby so da wujina minse ma. Mo hunda worry ya. I tell myself that look, these girls, these boys, they came to the house not like this. But see, we the men's so it is doable. Yeah, you obey ye. Learn to know how much you spend in a day on food. And on water. One case semina na toothpaste na moto toothpaste I mean 2 weeks toothpaste obasa. So oh yeah, so one so 2 weeks now so na minim da abo frebi say toothpaste. And so I'm coming to watch. And na no hunya.
Hey, Wait a minute, when you shot 30 minutes of person who you Mrs. Bawa feel. Hey, I can just imagine but I can just imagine
that girls na many one ben inside 1 hour because they know. They know. Say you share the men's man katengitina sister. You will think you have groomed a very beautiful lady out for marriage. Maybe it's no way if you will. Man baya busumesi and a conifi. Besia bana etiti na kada no way if you. Nzama asisa wonifi. Because now your provisions are no more coming. Your eja another year now. First, Ned's man, it's no more your fancy being no. Also, Mrs. Bawanifi edi. Nketesi was it cool, what it's 1 year. But sick a same song. It's a one and away, you will depress them, you will make the man depressed. And very soon, Nara ordinary you know, poem pomba. Because there is no peace in the house. You know, up fear, no one don't know to son moon, the seconds and the neighbors to son me. On your wife, or run away, or it is canting around Bobanada. It's a young shot,
Thank you so much. In fact, only actually a lot of things plus experiences, what is going on in the actual world. Into Mrs. Bawa say it is doable.
Yeah.
Papa be fair, be said, Nyama we are came to man beyana. But she's making us aware say it is doable. Give it to me, that is if we make up our mind, say, maybe to him, never be remember, start our money time. Because maybe start to say, me feel why we won't know monsieur, agency for crying now, or send me pen bottle, and more no meeting, or monsieur na can obey. Mrs. Bar, shall be. One more fear, meaning say, one should be brave, wait to be brave. You've learned a lot. To say, I met him, Monsieur Yama be brave. Thank you so much, Mamma, to me, Efraye. Others were calling, but now I say lines at a point now and shut that and go through. But we are so sorry. We hope that next week, Yami Adoma, you beautiful lines and you can also call in. Thank you all so much. If I say you're crew members and so I say, now you're Mr. Bawas, so release your sister. Emma nebe kan sir. Ne mani nyina umbe support na. Emma na a very big thank you from this place. Pese me chia ebi mo nso a omotiti fie omohwe ye sister Doro. Muhu na chepa but she will definitely come back because or the no take a class. See system aye wo mu en sheda anye convenient sir so be pp. But very soon obeba abekan sir. So na ye sister Anita. Yedi nchia kese pa na ma pese me chia volunteers bia omo share corners omo share live on Facebook. Timothy, Dorcas, Dora, Priscilla, Belinda, thank you all for doing the watching. Your discussions na kano ewechi. Mr. and Mrs. Anand, thank you also for doing the watching and supporting. Debia Mufre, Debia Muma tidbits behind closed doors. Nyame Ensham Bibri. Zanso Namichia, Mr. and Mrs. Kabutey. I know they're also doing the watching. Auntie Grace, Mr. Brown, Ima, they're all doing the watching. Mrs. Clement Davis, and so she's also doing the watching. Nyame Ensham for calling in, for joining us on the show. I want to thank my sponsors once again. Gem Beauty Care for my makeup needs. We use them for any events, makeup, dressing up. Just call them on 0207792101. So na fruit mix be say fortune juices adaroma. I always tell you so in your local setting, local drinks for events be and you can call them on 0244508818. Samson and Rubber every Tuesday or maybe very simple styles but very elegant. Or palm wedding gowns, any attire be out here for events be just call in Rubber on 020-993-0465. Ya can sign Yami Adoma next week. You to have a last bit of your finances na ADC. Yami Adoma next week. Thank you very much.
Wara nyankopon no onye waku onye da me na me baabi na wo be pɛ me
ewu dem panyimfo wɔ sika to da no na wɔnyansane ne nsɛm no sika wonto da no
eba ne sɛ aka wonko a how would you manage your life whether you are a boy or a girl you have to be independent
then maybe wase wo pa wo be ware wo only plan no dwane free no men ware no a man must have a plan and you must know what type of a plan the man has
obo de nansa so Buafo. It is a freelance helper.
Unfortunately, nowadays we pair before we even start talking. It will be the sugar in my cocoa. So we don't have the chance to communicate very well before we start the boy-girl relationship.
If you are somebody who is not a Christian and you want to date somebody who goes to the club, and you go to the club, the club would expose you. Even the way you talk, people will know that no, you're not one of us.
The home has many components. We have the living aspects, which is made up of the human beings in the home. We have the pets, we have trees, and even pests. Then the non-living aspects, the housing or the building itself, and gadgets that we use at home.
Sikawo we oyeno kwado odina kondodze na nzema bebre na odze ba na mom munde sika okita wonsem osodana pa otwetwe ne kind odze ba.
Si atu na sawram se ne akuapi ni bekana. And yes, you communicate as I say. Send your shots and say you playing safe by saying that. And also, I can yes, or say you emphasize in here. You can your queen. Okay, because he say your don't queen.
No.
This I respect. She said that if you respect,
it is
if you love, respect to show you.
But you can the topic says which sustains marriage.
Not sweet marriage.
No, I know.
Yes.
Which sustains marriage.
Marriage in general.
Marriage in general.
Yes.
Why do you want to believe that marriage should be bitter?